Death Watch.
Welcome back to Cradle of the World, the Pathfinder First Edition campaign by Death Watch Productions. I'm Brandon, the Game Master, and we'll return to our players who at last session had been in some strange place with strange enemies sent there by some magical force, and they were tasked with kill them all and gather all the treasure to pay off some debt from some disembodied gnome face that dominated their vision from time to time. And then at the end of last session, after Graham snatched up a demonic-looking statue, they were whisked away from there. And now that's where we'll pick it back up. So we'll introduce our heroes first, starting with Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I play Casimir, hero of the Rock, and I'm looking forward to killing some undead babies, I guess.
I'm Travis. I play Graham, hero of the sea. I guess we're going to do it without all our carefully planned buffs now, though.
Oh, yeah. Or our healer.
I'm still here.
Yeah, but you're out of commission. You fear to use the rod.
That was last session.
And I'm Rohan, hero of the sky, and I'm pretty sure I just hallucinated everything that just happened. So.
And Fenrith won't be joining us today, so I'll be running his character for him, and I will do so less effectively than he would to teach him a lesson. So we'll pick it back up here. You had lost consciousness and had that vague sensation of movement as you were whisked away. In your head keeps playing the words that the gnome face had said to you when you first got to that strange place. I'll keep what's mine, or I'll keep what's fair and you'll keep what's fair. Make sure to kill them all, whatever that means. And when you come back to consciousness, you hear that voice again, and you see that gnome face in your vision again that says, "Well done. You have paid enough of your debt to bring the principal down somewhat. You've also done good deeds. You would not believe the sorts of evil those people get up to. I've put you back where I found you. Hope to see you again soon. And please enjoy a little gift from me." And then your vision focuses and you find yourself, I'll share the map with you all here. You find yourselves back in those tunnels where you had been before you got whisked away. And can you all see the map now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, Fenrith and Casimir, you find yourselves immediately surrounded by some of those skeletons. And Rohan and Graham, you see up ahead more of the flying female torsos with the pendulous breasts flapping their bat wings there. And so that's where you find yourselves. But then also you see, all of you, some odd red energy swirling around you up and down from your feet to your head. And then you feel some effect take place that you're not familiar with, but it does make you feel extremely powerful, strong, amped up. So
Kamikaze from Shadowrun?
Yeah, sort of like that, yeah. But let me put this effect on you. The gift from the gnome.
I wonder how much he'll charge us for this.
Oh, man. They're like, was it those mine shaft owners from back in the day, where they were given like room, board, and food, but it was all at a cost to you, and you actually worked yourself from further and further in debt.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun. I love working for gnomes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said we only paid part of the principal. Interest is starting to accrue again. How quick does gnome interest accrue?
Well, we
Be
didn't
careful,
sign
Justin.
any kind of contract, so
Yeah,
it could be minutes.
So let's please everybody roll initiative.
Oh, Wait a minute. That's not right. It'd be 22. Why did it do that?
It could be the bonus from our...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you feel stronger, more powerful, more healthy. You feel quicker, more agile. So
Even with a plus 10, Fenris still only got a 6.
And so then we'll just pick up right there. So Graham, it is your move.
Rohan, it's been a minute. What was our plan? We were going to jump over the trap and attack them?
No, I jumped over and then I jumped back because there are a whole bunch of them. We were going to jump over because we were supposed to be invisible to them, but we're not.
Yeah, they attacked us.
So jumped back and we're going to try and regroup.
So because I'm not going to tell you exactly what the effect is on you, but I will say that it does come with a speed enhancement just like haste, so a 30-foot extra enhancement to your speed, but also it makes, well, it's not barbarian rage, it's an awful lot like that. It really makes you want to get in and start swinging. So just keep that in mind as you play your characters.
I think I might already be in that stage. I did drain a couple of gems out of Bloodtooth. So really, I just turned to you and went, ah! But you understood.
Yeah, I understood and responded in the exact same way. You just understood me as well.
Okay, so that leaves me, I guess I just spoke. Did I speak too long? Or do I still have my actions?
Yeah, you can still have your action.
Okay, so yeah, I got to jump over this trap.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you guys were planning.
I forget where it was.
Well, it's just those two squares there. Here, let me...
Right before the baddies?
I'll go ahead and draw it for you. These two squares.
Okay, I'll jump and do a mid-air acrobatic tumble. I'll do an aerial. So kind of like the side flip.
Mm-hmm.
But also spin and then come down on my feet.
Okay.
So, let me get you an acrobatics roll.
Could be the barrel roll that makes everything invincible every time you do it in a video game.
Give me some iframes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dude, so I got a 30. I think I'll hero point it, though. I can't let a 1 stand, not for the first roll of the game.
Well, this is a skill, right?
Yeah.
So you don't automatically fail.
Yeah, but 30 spooks me these days.
Yeah.
With tumbling.
The, the maneuver defense is pretty high.
That much better. So 37.
Okay.
If I do tumble past their threatened space, then if they do hit me, then I just stop wherever they would hit me.
And it's versus their CMD plus 5?
Just the CMD. If I provoke from both of them, then one of them would have a CMD plus 2. But I didn't go through their space.
Right. Just through a threatened space.
Yeah.
CMD. So you're good.
Okay. So yeah, I'll land there, and neither of them are adjacent to a wall, so I guess I'll just attack defensive. Or wait, I'm a little bloodlusty. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just do a single attack. Oh, guess I'm targeting the wrong person.
You want it against the second one here?
Yeah. So
that's a hit?
51. Nice. For this many damage.
All right. So yeah, you flip and roll over there and you stab with Bloodtooth, and it's like shocking because, like the blade slides in easily enough, but so does the hilt in your hand, and then you're pulling it out and it's got, rotted, dusty, undead flesh on it. So you do 38 damage with that attack.
This and the last experience are going to ruin me for actual challenges.
Yeah. Oh, I almost died in the last one, so.
And anything else for you, Graham?
That's it.
All right. And then Casimir. So you've got these skeletons down here. And then one of them, you had been fighting before. You were whisked away. And you can tell that one, it still has the damage that you had done to it from before. But the others don't appear to be.
All right. I'm kind of seeming to have a problem with my targeting here. I might have to...
Oh, that's my fault. Let me fix that. That's mine.
Let's see if this does it. No, it's like something else. Like when I control click, that's what comes up instead of targeting for me.
I have never seen that before.
Yeah, I was looking
in
into
my
it.
life,
So I'm gonna attack 1, and we're just gonna have to do it.
Well, here, I'll drag your. So you want to target 1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you've got that one targeted.
All right. We'll full attack them. There we go.
All right, so both of those attacks are hits.
All right.
Yeah, so with your first attack, you just slice it completely right down the middle, and all the bone and steel shreds like paper, and it just crumbles to the floor.
All right. Is the second attack enough with a -2 to?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the second one.
And then let me put that on. Second one. Yeah, so your second attack, and then you swipe on over to that one and do pretty severe damage to it as well.
All right. That's my turn. I'll keep looking into that targeting problem.
Oh, I think I might know what it is. All right, Rohan, your turn.
All right.
Rohan, when you target whatever you're gonna target, try it by using control click and tell me if some weird thing comes up.
Nope, it works for me.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll target that banana goal and do a full volley at it. Try and keep this thing off Graham.
All right, so all of those are hits. That's 3 arrows.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so these 3 arrows streak through the air and slam right through this creature that Graham is fighting for a total of 79 damage. It's almost enough to destroy it.
Should be... Is that 100 and...
Well, they have some resistances and
yeah.
stuff. So.
Okay. But yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Okay. So over the pounding of in your ears of the blood rushing through your veins, you hear that wailing woman crying again, and then you hear that crying come closer, and then it's drowning out the cries of babies that Graham, you can see those babies, but you also see this weeping woman come into view here, and she starts blinking as she approaches you. That's her. And then the babies start moving as well. And they are, crawling on the floor like they do, but now they just rise up into the air and start flying forward. And this one makes it up to here where it will claw at you. But it's not able to hit you. You're too quick for it. And the second one will start moving up as well. Let's see. And it will make it to here. Or no, it'll make it to here. And it will try to cast a spell on you. Yeah, I'm getting that same thing when I try to target with these guys, so I'm not sure what's causing it.
Yeah, it stopped doing it now on me, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's one of those weird enough problems where I kind of have problem like typing in the right stuff to find out what it could be.
So the baby tries to cast a spell at you, Graham, and you just feel that whatever that effect just slide off of you. And then these skeletons will begin their attacks, starting with this first one against you, Casimir.
All right.
And my will save didn't get any better.
So with its long sword and a flurry of strikes, it lashes out at you, but, your defenses are just too good. You're too quick now. For him to get through, so all those attacks miss, and then these guys will come up, these skeletons will come up to attack Fenrith. And same story there, and it seems like Fenrith, for a couple of those strikes, doesn't even bother, trying to dodge, and just lets them, deflect harmlessly off of his armor. And then the next one, same thing. 3 sword strikes and a claw. One does manage to hit, but it's not a critical, so let's do some damage there. 10 damage to Fenrith from a sword strike, and then it'll be Fenrith's turn, and he's going to return the favor. So we'll turn on his, whatever that's called, and then with his own sword, he'll slice away at this skeleton here. 2 hits, and 2 hits for 92 damage total. Well, I guess 72 with the resistances. And then that'll bring us up to, let's see, this guy. So these floating female undead here, and this one will attack you, Graham. But I sure do not understand why it's doing that. But all right, so she will attempt to bite and claw you, but you're too quick for her. So all of her attacks miss, and then this one, right before that, she would have moved here. And this one's going to try and do a touch spell on you, but your save was successful. So let's see what happens there. Fortitude. Okay, so she reaches forward to cast a spell on you, and you can feel the energy, but it, slides away harmlessly again like the other one had. And then these ones here will come up to surround you. So a bite and 2 claws, all of which miss from that one. And this one will come up and try... Did that target you? Yeah, this one will try a touch spell on you as well. But your save is successful again, so it's not able to affect you. So, now you're surrounded, but none of their attacks seem to be able to get through your defenses. And that'll bring us to you, Graham.
Okay. Does this effect give me the extra attack on a full attack like haste?
No, it does not.
Okay. Well, I will start attacking with both daggers. So we'll continue on Mananangal 2.
So a hit and a critical hit.
Okay. There's the crit.
74 damage there. So that slices that one apart.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're also weak to it, huh?
Yeah, the light weapons, yeah.
And then I'll do my offhand, switch targets, and do my offhand attacks on Tionic number 1.
Okay.
-2.
All right, so those are hits.
Attack number 1 and attack number 2.
All right, so 42 damage and 43 damage. That kills that. So basically you stab the crying undead baby right through the head twice, and its cries have ceased.
Sounds horrible, but feels great.
I say the silent dream of every parent with a fussy child.
It's like Tom and Jerry type stuff. You're like, I just want to compact her head between 2 cushions, just to the point of child abuse.
Well, at least Graham will have actual legitimate threats that they're able to hold over their child whenever they have one. I actually have done this before.
Don't think I won't do it again.
I've killed crying babies before. They were floating and demonic, but...
Your weakness, like a lot of things, is very sharp blades.
And a squishy skull.
All right. Okay, so yeah, that's Graham's move, and then that should bring us to you, Casimir.
How bad is this skeleton looking? 2?
It barely holding to get... Well, sorry, yeah. Skeleton 2 is clearly damaged, but it looks like it's still in good shape.
All right.
And I think I fixed that problem, by the way, so...
Yeah, I can target it now.
Okay.
All right, so I'll just full attack it then.
Okay. So both hit.
All right.
Yeah. So slashes and stabs with your trident, and let's see.
And then I'll 5 foot.
Yeah, that more than kills that thing. So basically just shatters it like glass and it falls apart.
And that's my turn.
And then you'll 5 foot up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so that'll bring us to Rohan.
That's the way we were heading, right? To the north?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a little side adventure. I kind of lost track.
Yeah. So I'm beginning to feel the energy and excitement of this change of whatever happened to us. So I'll take one more shot at the one that I had hit before. See if it kills it. And
so it's a hit. And then 40 damage to that one. And
okay.
Let's see, which one are you? Number 1?
Yeah, number 1.
So yeah, that's enough to kill that one.
And then I'll switch over to one of the other ones attacking Graham, number 4, and I'll take my remaining 3 attacks.
Okay. All right, so all 3 hit. Oh, no, one's an automatic miss, sorry. So 2 hits.
I'm going to use a hero point on that one and re-roll it. That was the lowest one. Okay.
Yeah.
I got one better.
Yeah, but it's a hit.
It's not an automatic miss. So. All right, so 3 hits on it with the deadly aim.
Yeah, so those 3 arrows, streak through and slam, pass all the way through her and impact the wall on the other side, and that's enough to kill her. And then undead corpse dust gets splattered all over Graham from the force of those. And she gets thrown back.
It's okay, Graham.
Before she crumbles to the
Gains
floor.
power that way.
And then anything else for you, Ron?
No, that'll be the end of my turn.
All right.
I have a coat of fresh Nazi blood on me.
Yep, that's mingling with dead, whatever these things are, blood.
Will that revive the Nazi?
Good, probably.
Yeah.
He's probably carrying about a full Nazi's worth of gore on him.
Well, several, because of the way those things were popping.
Yeah.
I have enough for their DNA on me to be held accountable in the Nuremberg trials.
Calm down there.
You're going to hang me. I swear, Your Honor, I was teleported to that place by gnomes.
I'm an elf. I'm
an elf.
I do not hail from your world.
All right, so Graham,
Diplomatic
that
immunity.
weeping woman, she lets out a anguished scream at you, and from where she is, she's trying to cast a spell upon you.
Picture, she just looks mad.
Her tits they don't look that pendulous.
Well, this is the weeping woman.
No, I see.
I do. I think some of the stuff you've been describing is out of what the screen shows me anyway.
No, you're just not looking.
Oh, I'm looking.
No.
Make no mistake, Brandon.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Let me fix that.
I think I saw a girl like this in the trailer park.
Yeah, no, you can't see her, sorry, because it's dark in here. So
You don't come around here.
she's past your vision, but you can hear her anguished cries over there. But anyway, you'll feel the effects of a spell
Don't do that.
being cast upon you.
Dude, I could definitely see a trailer park meth head running at you. Probably has some sort of weird headband on with like stars on like springs and a set of wings like that.
She'd throw her baby at you if she got mad.
Yep.
Yeah.
You shut up.
All right. So, yeah, you feel the effects of a spell settle over you.
Oh, man.
And you roll your fortitude save versus DC 18. And you got an automatic success because you rolled a 20.
Dude, wasting all of our luck now that we're all buffed. It's all just going down the drain.
So fortitude partial, what does that mean? So
Does it have a partial effect?
merely staggered for 1 round.
Oh, man. When you live your life 1 round at a time, though, that really hurts. That means I can only take an action.
Yeah, but let me look at this because I think it shouldn't.
That's how my staggered works.
Yeah, but I think because of your other effects, you shouldn't even be staggered. Let me look.
Could I just be staggered differently?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You stagger how you want, man.
Yeah, no, you're not even. You're not staggered, but you do feel like some spell trying to settle over you. But your fortitude is too powerful. So, and then this baby will.
Ma'am, is this your baby? No, you don't come around here.
Yeah. So the baby targets you with a obscenely loud cry. This is that cry that.
Right. He told me about.
Yeah, that babies who think you're not listening will do, so. And it's straight from the pit of hell.
Watch out, Justin.
But your fortitude's too powerful for that as well, so.
Yeah, that's a small little spider. Ain't nothing to worry about.
Yeah, hopefully he'll take out an ant or two.
Yeah. James knocked on my door to show me one crawling across the ceiling yesterday.
Yeah. Daddy long legs.
Yeah.
I was trying to get him the official one because there's 2 different types they call daddy longlegs, but I got them switched. There's the harvestman and the cellar spider. And I switched them. That was a cellar spider. It was on the ceiling.
Are they basically the same as far as threat level, or is one like super deadly?
There's no threat.
Okay. Because if I had screwed up, I apologize, because I was like, oh, you don't worry about daddy long legs.
Yeah, no, you told them exactly right. That's what I told them. I don't know why I was trying to be so specific. Just like know-it-all bone was in need of some love, I guess. Well, you see, son, that's a cellar spider. Not to be confused with a harvestman, although they're both colloquially known as daddy longlegs. Back in 1806,
I just loved how all of my attempts to like show my daughter that there was nothing to be afraid of with things always backfired in the most horrifying way. Like you see daddy longlegs and you pick it up and you let it crawl around in your hand to prove that there's nothing wrong with it. Well, now she's terrified of these things crawling on her.
Well, there is something wrong with it. It feels creepy. It makes your skin crawl.
Yeah.
All right, so Fenrith continues his battle there and chops down another one of those skeletons. And then this flying woman corpse will attempt a spell on you, Graham.
Yeah,
again.
There was a post on some Reddit.
But it has no effect on you again.
But they identified
and that'll bring us to you.
So the staggered's not affecting me.
Right.
All right. Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to calm down. I'll unleash a full attack on her.
I said calm down.
Ma'am, don't make me stab you 4 times. Here's the main hand.
Let's be honest. If this is a trailer park,
both hit.
This is a trailer park, Mom. You're going to need to stab her more than 4
critical
times.
Hit.
Yeah.
All right.
So all of your attacks hit. One's a critical. And that first one, I think, is enough. Yeah. So with the second attack, you kill that one.
Do my offhand ones meet the requirements to hit that baby?
Yeah, so let me...
They would have a -2.
Yeah, go ahead and target it. And
or I could just re-roll as well.
No, it's all right. They would hit, so I'll put the damage to...
I haven't rolled a damage yet for the
Okay, so target it and then roll the other damage, yeah. And that... those attacks then, and when you switch targets, that's enough to kill that one as well. So now you're surrounded in bones and rotted flesh of women and babies.
Yeah, a light lilting sort of laugh escapes me at the thrill of...
I think I want to leave you here now.
Well, no, it has a positive effect on you. It's kind of one of those ones you hear that sort of lifts the mood in the room.
The eyes have it.
Yeah, lifts the mood. I'm making the pendulous gestures for you.
But they're all laying on the floor now. They're not pendulating anymore.
Well, the physics are freaking
out. Oh, the horror nightmares of Red Dead.
Now you need to position one of them near a wall and stand on them, and we can skip to the end of this or end up in the void.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't have your guys' vision set up properly. You should be able to see better now, some of you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so yeah, Graham, you destroy those enemies, and then Casimir, that brings us to you.
I'm going to use Hand of the Apprentice to throw my trident at Skeleton 3. I forget, is it -4 for engaged targets, Justin? If you don't have the...
I think so.
All right.
Oh, there's that lady.
Just check precise shot real quick.
Yeah, so Travis, I just, because of your bloodtooth vision,
-4.
Okay.
The only real way to set it, for that to even closely be approximated here is just to give you dark vision. So.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Although, can you put a red filter on it?
Yeah, I can give you night vision. I can put like a green night vision filter over it, but it's not worth the trouble to set it up.
Okay.
Honestly. Because I can make that as a thing that happens on the map, not for you specifically. Right. So anyways, Casimir, you're throwing your trident, and those are hits, and you do 47 damage with that one, and that will well, it severely damages that skeleton, but doesn't quite drop it.
And then I'll move.
Okay. Yeah, and then you zoom down this direction here.
I'm going to end up crashing into Rohan.
Yeah. But anything else for you?
That's my turn.
All right, and Rohan, then it's your turn.
All right. So I'm going to need to get a jump here. So an acrobatics. All right. In the tower. Boom.
Yeah, so you're successful in jumping over there. In fact, it's kind of you're almost too successful. You're not expecting to be able to jump as well as you do. But
Do that. Was it John Carpenter where he gets to Mars and?
yeah, pretty much. Yep. Yeah.
All right. So I don't see anything in any direction, right? Oh wait. No,
Yeah, you do.
I see her.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll target her, and I will take one shot that I have remaining. Looking for anything to kill that I can.
Okay. So yeah, you take a shot at her and hit
Ooh.
for 51 damage on her.
Look at that. Rolled 51 out of 100 for the mischance.
That was a good one.
All right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, and then damage.
42 damage. That's okay.
All right.
Yeah. So you hit her with an arrow. It sticks right in her belly. And immediately is covered up by her long hair. And anything else for you?
I'll just shout, "Die already!"
Okay. So she will cast a spell at you then with a loud, anguished cry.
I'll apologize immediately.
So she casts that, and you can feel the energy settling over you, but your fortitude save is successful, so it falls away harmlessly. And then after she does that, with another wail of anguish, she retreats down this way, blinking as she goes. And the skeleton, not smart enough in its undead state to realize that it has lost, will continue to fight Fenrith to no avail. And Fenrith will do an attack on that skeleton, both of which hit. And so he destroys that skeleton. And then he will move up to join the rest of you. So, all right. And then Graham, now it's your move. So Graham, you watched the weeping woman retreat down the way. And it's your move.
So what was the plan from here? Should we go after him or?
I don't think we got this far.
Oh,
But yeah, we keep going forward. We have to find a place we can return the soul, right?
Mm-hmm.
okay. So I'll take a move action down to the limits of my vision and then look around.
Yeah, what was it? I think I was feeling a kind of like a pull or a tug
Yeah.
a certain direction.
Yeah, the way you guys are going.
Yeah.
So Graham, you dart down that way and you catch up to that woman. She's running off that direction. You see there's a branch to the south there, but you just see the very beginnings of it.
Ma'am, stop.
And then Casimir.
All right. Let's see if I can set off this dance party. I will jump over the where the trap is, hopefully. So here is my acrobatics.
Should have a good bonus too.
+5 for boots of springing and striding. I believe plus another 3 or 4 for being hasted.
I don't know. My roll was super high, even with a 1.
Yeah, you're successful.
And I'll attempt to jump there.
All right.
And then for my second move action, well, I guess I could probably do it as part of the first one, right? Just keep going.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, as long as you don't go over the total for one move action.
So, whoops. Oh, come on. I'll move, dang it, to there. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Yeah, so you make it almost to Graham, and you can see that weeping woman as she flees down that tunnel as well. And then Rohan, that brings us to you.
Yeah, actually, I will, as my first action, cast Dancing Lights. Just do, well, I don't know why I cast that at her, but yeah, I'll cast it down that hallway so I can see, hoping to be able to capture or see where her and Graham are.
Okay. So that's
So yeah.
3 lights, or how many?
I'm just going to count them as one single cluster of lights.
Yeah, because I think they can't get more than, 10 feet apart from each other?
Yeah, they can spread out a little bit, but not very much. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let me set up that. And what is their radius on those lights?
Standard torchlight, I think.
20?
Yeah.
Watch them change light, Pathfinder.
I seem to remember looking at that specifically, though.
Yeah, it's the same.
It doesn't matter. When I misremember it later on, I'll just blame it on them changing something.
That's just not what I remember.
Back when I was a kid.
We didn't bother with light.
had to do everything by feel. -10 on everything.
Yeah, it resembles a lantern or torch and casts that same amount of light.
It resembles a lantern or a torch?
Yeah, it says you create up to 4 lights that resemble lanterns or torches.
Oh, okay. I always just thought they were like
little will-o-wisp
standard,
things, yeah.
Maybe that was the change.
Yeah.
Or up to 4 glowing spheres of light, which look like will-o-wisps. There we go. I'm going to make mine look like lanterns, though.
Well, if it does it actually change how they cast?
And where would you put
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Probably 30 feet past Casimir. That's about where I would have fully lost the ability to see any of them.
All right, let me...
Do they resemble the lanterns we have on the island? Or island lanterns?
Yeah, probably.
We all go gather down and put them in the ocean, but then we did it the wrong time, so they just come flowing back on the beach. And who do we not like on the island?
There we go.
The mayor, who's conveniently missing.
Yeah.
You said it.
Where exactly were you, Graham, on the night?
Yeah, I'll move up to there, then try and keep pace with her.
All right.
Oh, there's a side passage coming up.
Yeah, it does branch down to the south. Anything else for you, Rohan?
No, I think that's all I'll do.
So you think it's going to be revealed that those old couples, the alchemists, one of us has actually bought an amnesia potion recently from them.
Probably.
And one of us is the criminal that's kidnapped the mayor.
We'll have a Nolan-esque, time out of sequence type event.
Memento or a amnesia type thing going on here.
All right, so with another anguished wail, she darts off this way.
I don't feel drunk.
We'll get a ransom note, and Casimir will be looking at it and start writing out, oh no, that's my handwriting.
Right. Be cool to do that effectively. It could go wrong, though. I have a hard time with mysteries.
I think the best mystery is one where it's fairly obvious, but the players just haven't picked up on it, so they'll try to wrap their little heads around it.
Which is usually some innocent thing that you put there that wasn't supposed to be fixated on.
Yeah. The standard, how deep is this hole? Right. Can I put something in the hole? Yeah, of course you can. It's a freaking hole.
Well, where'd the book on the table come from? Well, you're in the library. Somebody could have put it there. Yeah, but who? Who did it?
Random passerby.
Which one?
Is this book important? No. It's just a standard book. It's like a farmer's almanac. Oh, so you're saying farmers had something to do with this? Probably.
What kind of facts are in there?
Is the cult related to the farmers? We've encountered farmlands full of cults. So,
damn you, player!
Now you're up at 2 a.m, making a cult out in the middle of nowhere, so your story isn't completely.
It's not a bad way to do it though. Once I discovered that, because it's
I just leave it actually just farmland,
right?
And just keep presenting it,
right?
And so the players would go off there, and they're not going to believe everything because it's the old person in the asylum thing.
Well, you can just describe too when they go out there what it's like to be out in the country as a stranger, where everybody's giving you looks and stuff.
What was it? That one I was talking to you about, where it's you could just describe a trailer park through H.P. Lovecraft lens and make it seem like all this architecture is, matching descriptions.
The whites there had degenerated over the years, is what he'd say for sure.
But yeah, you could completely describe an environment in a way where the players would be off put by it, but in fact you're just describing
Regular
farmland.
Stuff. Yeah. It was quiet.
But yeah, I could completely see him going out there trying to bust up this, nice little several generation farmhouse.
Right.
And
then there'd be that moment like when we had the fight in the farmhouse in the Wheel of Time where we stopped and we're like, we kind of all apologized to each other. Sorry for stabbing you.
Oh, this was a great misunderstanding.
You look like a cult from the outside. I mean, come on. You guys all go out to... It was a barn raising.
No, that's the good thing about Call of Cthulhu, though, is because paranoia and insanity is always on the rise. You're not going to believe that it's just a farmer and his family out here. They'd really have a hard time convincing you. Oh, yeah? How come there's all those dead bodies out, or, animal corpses out in that one shed? It's because it's where we butcher them. Yeah. Sounds like that, or a sacrifice.
But you got this fire going here, this smoke coming out. We're curing the meat. Oh, sure. It smells like...
Been hearing you talk about
and
harvest time a whole lot, too. What's that about? It's the end of summer.
City Slickers Day off.
Yeah.
It's a big misunderstanding. No.
But I think you could pull that off really good.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you got the players running from the cops because they shot up a damn farmstead.
Well, man, I think if you put H.P. Lovecraft out, because he didn't live in rural areas, and the way he wrote about them, they're just full of mystery and ancient corrupt bloodlines.
Yeah. Well, you also still have that in the modern era with a Hills Have Eyes type movies, right? Where it's these hillbillies are obviously, for some reason, hyper intelligent enough to avoid police investigations, yet kill dozens of wayward travelers and whatnot each year. So
I even have some sympathy for it. Like I said, I've had some weird vibes just going through those one road towns.
Oh yeah, you still didn't shoot up the the local congregation.
That's true. That time.
You just keep on going.
Did you say that time?
Yes.
All right, and then Fenrith will work on
the future's unknown.
Here.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I thought you were speaking about the past.
Hey, look, all he's saying is if he rolls through a town and there's a bunch of kids sitting out in a cornfield, he's asking questions later.
Acrobatics.
It gives me a small town vibe, but in a town has dollar stores.
Yeah.
They're weird. They're always in the process of being stocked, but nobody's stocking.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always a box that's meant to fill a shelf that's just sitting in the aisle.
Yeah, Fenrith makes it up to just behind Casimir. And Graham, that brings us to you. So you saw that weeping woman tear off down the way straight, but you see there is a branch to the south as well.
So I'll walk up, take a move action, and look down that southern branch.
All right. So Graham, and then that would be...
So does that mean we're going to get a snake handling tent revival scenario potentially in Call of Cthulhu, where you just stumble in on that and got a damn rattler getting passed around? Oh, there's something going on.
Yeah, we could. I feel like it's been played out a lot.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's
it'd be a good for the setup, so you give this expectation, but then you could kind of
subvert it.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? X-Files kind of subverted it back in the day. I think what was the other one? True Detectives.
Yeah.
Also kind of subverted that, where the revival church and whatnot wasn't the big kind of bad evil. They were just kind of there.
I kind of now want to see an alien movie where they're handling xenomorphs, baby xenomorphs instead of snakes.
Isn't that kind of what it is?
I mean, I guess they kind of.
But no, like having them doing the same
corporations
thing where they've got a
Trying to
xenomorph in each
xenomorph
hand and
whisper.
they're shaking them and like God will protect
Face
us.
huggers.
Yeah.
That's also kind of like the whole premise of Dead Space.
I haven't played that.
I haven't either, but I've watched a lot of people play. It's basically just worshipping
I should play it.
the thing, basically.
Okay.
Well, they always have that character in those movies, the one who sees it as a superior life form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I guess it was, the android in the first one?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think aliens.
Well, I can only remember him from Mad About You.
Paul
Reiser.
Reiser, yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, his was more like the implications for making
money.
cash.
All right, so Graham, you make it to here, and you can see that, the path goes south as well. But when you get here, you notice that there's a trap, a magical trap.
Oh.
But too late for you to... Too late to... I mean, it's like you get there and you're like, oh, and then it
Detonates.
detonates.
Magic absolves me of all guilt.
So the
They're hard to
floor
protect.
in this area, basically, like there's some some black flame sort of thing on the floor, and then a black skull rises in the air and then bursts in a negative energy burst that targets.
So in the quiet before the trap goes off, Graham's like, "Oh, that's a new one."
Is it though? Because
I mean, the mechanism's the same, but the effects pretty neat.
It will it's a radius, and so it looks like it will affect Rohan and Graham.
I like this.
As long as it doesn't get Casimir.
Casimir rolls a spellcraft or an arcane to know what spell just went off, but Graham just recognizes the effects from being affected
I
so
felt
much.
this like a mad alchemist tasting different compounds. That's how I know their effects.
So yeah, negative energy burst.
That's the mercury.
Requiring a fortitude save, which you both were successful at. So just half damage for both of you.
Does this?
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
Well, yeah, that's what got Graham with the chest, basically, his negative energy.
So half damage then is 25 to each of you.
Nice.
25 negative energy damage to each of you.
So familiar.
It's like one of those things where you seem to recognize that it would have hurt a lot worse under normal circumstances, but with whatever effects you're feeling from the gnome's
those are 40.
spell, it almost seems inconsequential. But that target or that trap does trigger, and that'll bring us to Casimir, which you can see that happen, but it doesn't reach you.
Clear.
All right, I will cast. Oh man, that's right. I was gonna cast. Yeah, I'll do it anyway. I'll cast Detect Magic on myself because we got traps now.
Okay.
And I'll use a swift action to negate the spell effect or the spell failure.
Okay.
And then I will move up, hopefully keeping an eye on everything and avoiding any sort of magical BS.
All right. So you wanted to be here, or you wanted to be here?
Back up by Graham.
All right.
And do I feel? Was it more? Am I still getting that tug to the west or
Yeah,
the north?
you are.
All right. So I'll say
It's not.
strong.
It is, but it's not fine-tuned enough to tell you. Because where you are now, looking south, you can see that also angles west. So it's not strong enough to tell you which of these to take, but that they're both going in the general direction.
All right. So I guess I won't say anything, but well, maybe I will. I feel that we're heading in the right direction, but it's more of a general thing. And so that'll be my turn.
All right, and then Rohan.
Okay. Do you want to take 10 seconds for the sound?
Oh yeah, if we could.
Yeah.
Do a clap at the end too.
Do a snap to start. All right. So as a free action, I'll keep my dancing lights moving down after the woman.
Okay.
They can move up to 100 feet around. So
yeah, that's where you want to put them?
well, I can't see anything past there. I was just going to try and keep them close to her.
Okay.
I'll also remember that by 103 is the number for me, because last week it was 48 is great of where the time was in to cut it out.
Oh,
I do that because I still remember 23 is number 1.
why not just like write it down and...
Because then it'll go into some file system that I lose.
Okay.
But that's from Ocarina of Time, where the Deku Scrubs want you to remember the order in the Deku Tree. I think it's in the Deku Tree. It's like a little mini puzzle.
You have that locked in your memory way better than I do.
23 is number 1. How could you forget?
Because it happened over 20 years ago.
All right. So, Rohan, you can move your light all the way to here.
Okay, so yeah, I'll move it to there as a free action. I'll take a 5-foot step up because we saw okay, so I can't see the woman.
Right, but you can hear her crying down there.
All right, so yeah, we'll move on up.
Okay. Yeah, so from here you can see her.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be my turn.
Okay.
Sorry, double checking.
All right.
Because we're at the point where even if something does knock the plug out, it should have enough power to finish the recording.
You hope.
I do hope.
Okay. So that weeping woman runs further down to the south, and then you can hear her echoing off the cavern walls. You can hear the sound of her doing some incantation.
That's usually not a good thing.
And then Fenrith's turn here. So Fenrith will try to keep up with you guys.
It's basically the Gimli when they're running over the...
And then Graham.
Very strong over short distances.
All right, so seems like I'm okay. Not too bad from the... I'll take a look at my healing wand, but it's making like a high-pitched or a buzzing sound that I can feel in my teeth. I'll put it back.
No, it's not. No, it's not making any.
Yeah, but it's the it's my head though. I don't know why I think this way about the wand. That's metagaming actually. Okay, so I'll follow after Rohan. Take a move action here. We still have this effect on us.
Oh yeah.
Don't see anything of interest, but I'll go with my other move action up to the corner here, so I get into cover and look around some more.
Yeah, so when you reach that point, you can see that there's like some steps carved into the stone that lead down to the south. And then in this, on the northern wall of this chamber, there's a very large ornate door.
Okay. And that's it for me.
All right. And then Casimir.
All right. I will... Was it our speed was increased like haste too, or?
Yeah, by 30.
Okay. I'll move up to there. And then I'll spend the rest of my turn kind of just looking around, seeing if there's any auras to be careful about.
Dowsing.
All right.
That would be fun too, though.
And then Rohan.
Okay. So I'll move one move action into there while moving the light down after the woman.
Yeah, so you send it down that way, and that shows some chamber down there. You can't see the east and west parts of it, but you don't see the woman, and you do see that there's a chest down there.
Okay. So I'll just comment, she disappeared. And then start moving the lights back up towards us. And I'll say, Graham, there's a chest down there too.
Okay.
But I'll take my second move action to... Well, actually, I'll cast Detect Magic on myself.
All right.
As my second action. That'll be my turn.
All right. So off back where Fenrith is, you see him coming down this way.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Kind of left the poor guy back there.
And you do hear him shout back that there's a chest in here too. And then Graham.
I guess I'll go give Fenrith some company and check out this chest.
Do you have 140 feet of movement? Like where you're at now is 70. Do you have...
No, I don't.
Okay.
I have what? We have 60 per move?
Yeah.
Well,
So-
plus 30.
120 total.
Okay. So that'd be You get to hear, and you can see that chest down there as well.
Open that one, Graham. It's got the key to solving this dungeon. That's what you said the last time.
All right, and then Casimir.
All right. I will, for this round, focus my my vision in this area, like the area before the door. Make sure there's no magical auras in that direction.
All right. Yeah, so you're focusing that way, and the only magical aura you're detecting is from the door itself.
All right. So that's my turn.
Okay, and then Rohan.
All right, so I kind of see a door up here, right? Up to the north?
Yeah, there's a door on that northern wall, yeah.
Do I see any magic around it? I'll also be scanning the floor and stuff for magical traps, because that seems to be common here.
Yeah, same as with Casimir. The only magical auras you're detecting is from the door itself.
All right, so I'll move up to it, and I'm going to call out to Graham. Hey, Graham, we need to check this door for traps.
This is when you get to split yourself, like how you split Bloodtooth.
Into 3, 2 chests and a door.
Yeah, so that door is 15 feet wide and 30 feet tall, and it's split in the middle. It's a double door.
But yeah, I'll be examining it, taking this turn to try and determine what the spell is that's on it, or what the schools and stuff are.
Okay.
That would be kind of a cool spell to split yourself up, like duplicate self, but you'd have to like split your levels,
your stats and stuff,
the number that you want. So they would each have this many.
Yeah, so Fenrith moves forward here, and he says, "There's nothing else in here but the chest." And then Graham, that'll be your turn.
Okay.
So like mirror image plus.
Walk down to that chest and spend the rest of this round looking for traps.
All right, roll your dice. There are no traps that you can detect.
That's it for me.
And then Casimir.
All right. If Rohan's got the door, I'll go towards the direction he said that there was the chest.
Yeah. Yeah, so you start walking down these carved steps there, and you can see, from where you are, you can see both that, you can see the entire room there, pretty much, and there's nothing in there except for that chest.
All right. I'll start focusing on the chest then. Do I need to get closer to it? What do we got here? Yeah, I can see it with dark vision. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Also, just in case, I can see invisibility too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then, so you're looking at that chest, but it just looks like you're not seeing any magical auras down that way.
Okay.
And then Rohan, you're still focused on the door?
Yeah, see if I can determine what the spell is, or at least...
It's the number of auras on the second round?
Yeah, you can detect one aura.
Okay. So yeah,
and the power of the most potent aura, and it's strong.
Okay. I'll continue studying it as I try and figure out whether this is something that is sealing something in, or meant to keep us out.
All right, and then Fenrith is just going to stand a little further away from that chest, but he'll just stand guard for Graham there.
Uh-oh.
And then Graham, that'll be your turn.
Okay, let's pop it open. Was it locked?
It is. Yeah, so you're easily able to. It just seems like your fingers are so dexterous. You start thinking you could have done it without even using tools. You pop that chest open. And then, let's see. Let me get this count here. See what's in that one. Okay, so roll a percentile for me in the tower. Roll a d20 in the tower for me.
Ooh.
All right. So in this chest, when you open it up, you find 8 items. So I will keep them unidentified, but I will put them in your inventory.
Yeah, I'll call Fenrith up and tell him to load up the loot bag.
Yeah. Second you even pick up like a ring.
You want them in Fenrith's inventory? In the bag of holding?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm very strict about my load bearing ability.
Okay. So let me get them set into his inventory.
I think I have ounces free.
Ah.
Yeah, so there were 8 items. So 2 of those are amulets. 1 looks like an elixir. Okay, and then that one looks like it might be a anklet maybe, or a bracelet, a thick bracelet. And then you pull out one that is definitely a crown. And that one definitely catches your eye. That one is you don't know what it does, but, it's a crown with 10 metal stalks that grotesquely sprout from it, and the tip of each stalk is a different gem, different colored gem.
Maybe like a beholder.
Yeah, it looks exactly like that.
Well, I'll tell Fenrith dibs, and then I'll pass it off to him for the bag. And I did want to note that I see some darker chest-like objects all over the map.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if you were aware.
Yeah, I was, but don't worry about it. Are just tokens I set on there in case I needed to drag them somewhere, and then I was too lazy to take them off. So.
Yeah, you find those in games where they use it as like a marker. Just a weird chicken or something floating up somewhere.
Yeah.
They didn't catch it in the cleanup. I think I've seen Octorok eyeballs in weird spots in Tears of the King. Just one in the depths.
Yeah, Detect Life and Skyrim in that one Cannibal Temple.
Yeah.
You'll see a person standing off there, and it's just because they can't attach a voice without an NPC.
Oh, right.
So they gotta put an NPC out of the map.
That explains,
ring.
So remember something very similar in, was it Oblivion?
One of them's like a little glass jar.
My intrusive thought was to throw it on the ground.
And then the last one is also a little jar, but wrapped up in a cloth with a, pocket-sized book.
Interesting. Luckily, we've avoided it for the most part in this game, but in like a regular D&D, when we're doing the loot kit, I always get this image of somebody busting out scales and somebody has a notebook and they're jotting down what's coming in, because you got to report it back to the Adventurers Guild, pay the appropriate tax. Rogue's like, what if we don't? Paladin's like, do the right thing, pay your tax, murder the next village over.
They're all evildoers. They deserve it.
Druid's like, what if there weren't material possessions? What else you got?
All right, yeah, so that's that. That empties out that chest.
Those
are the items you
if
find
you
there.
step into the druid's forest.
Right.
Hypocritical son of a bitch.
I expected that D&D movie Druid to be annoying, but she wasn't.
Yeah, she was all right.
Yeah.
She looked so freaking familiar, and I realized she was from It.
Yeah. This young Bev.
Yeah.
What's the other thing I had seen her in that?
She looks like an old actress, too. But I haven't quite put it together. She just has kind of that, maybe like a golden...
old-timey Hollywood
yeah.
look.
Like, she sounds like a teenager or whatever, but then in between takes, she's like, somebody get me my blueberries. You know how they are.
Those Hollywood types and their blueberries.
Well, I think I just had a flashback to Rafe wanting pears. I think I equate rich hoity-toity with wanting fruit. Because that's out of the grasp of the common man. Somebody get me an apple. Oh, I wish I could have an apple.
That's what it was.
Justin, you think this is a legit email?
Yeah, nothing suspicious about that email address.
Case number 25745.
Dang.
That's official for sure.
Yeah.
I think this is my old original email. I think it got sold off somewhere a little while ago.
Well, it's still better than what happens with my phone number. I get calls from time to time. One was an old woman in a retirement home trying to reach her daughter's family, but she would tell me the number she was punching in, and it's nowhere near mine, other than like area code.
She's trying to rotary phone a touch.
Yeah, maybe
digital. You're like,
That reminded me when the 1-800 number inexplicably got routed to my number because the 7 numbers were the same, but for some reason, anytime someone put in 1-800, it got routed to mine, and people would get irate, thinking that I was trying to scam them. By telling them, no, this is the wrong number.
Would they think you were like a phone sex?
I don't know.
It's not nice.
I want to hear you make pancakes.
No, it was something about like
I'm not that girl.
Like a property management company that ran or that dealt in apartment complexes, and so they were trying to submit an application or find out about an application that they'd submitted to this apartment complex.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they'd get
this customer service is atrocious.
Yeah, they'd get horribly irate for no reason.
Because they're like me. It's because they have the phone up to their head. And
yeah,
it just makes me mad.
Well, I'm angry before I ever start putting in numbers because I gotta.
Why are you making me call?
Thankfully, in the modern era, it's a bit easier where I look on the internet first and then I push the link and it auto puts the numbers in. So now I just gotta hit the OK button.
And my girlfriend will call me when she's at the store and I'll be like, I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, that's a good deal on waffles is the opening statement. And I'm like, listening. Is that what you called me about? No, do we need any And then she'll be chatting about what she's seeing in her environment.
Are you cleaning your gun in the background? I swear I hear the slide go. Nah, babe. Just keep talking about these damn waffles.
Yeah, like, I don't know how to get it, so I'll be like, I'm going to go now. It's usually my classic sign-off for long, meandering phone calls. Luckily, most guys get it. I guess we all have the same aversion to being on the phone, except my brother doesn't get it.
Mm.
He's famously long phone calls.
All right. Sorry about that. For whatever reason, it wasn't transferring into your inventories. So that's what you find in that chest, and that will bring us to Casimir.
All right. Let's see. I will. Doing this will drop a detect magic. I don't even know if it's on. Let's see. Yeah, it is. I'll drop that here in a second. I will attempt to just cast open/close on the chest.
Okay.
If it's unlocked, and if the lid weighs less than 30 pounds, it'll open it.
Okay. If
not, the spell just won't have effect on it. So I'll use a swift action to negate the spell failure chance. There you go. Let's get rid of detect magic.
All right. Yeah, so it appears to be locked because it doesn't open.
All right. And then I will... Justin likes to set off traps, so I'll go to there.
Yep, it'll happen soon.
Mm-hmm. And that's my turn.
All right, Rohan.
It's going to do something.
All right, third round. Time for my check. I don't have any ranks in arcane knowledge, but it is on my skill set list. So can I still make a check on it?
I think 3.5 was like you could do the basic stuff that would come in it, like DC 10 or whatever.
Yeah, I can't find anything definitive in.
But who knows how Pathfinder changed.
It's saying trained only. So usually those have like a ceiling cap, right? Like
yeah.
20.
I thought it was the same across all skills, but it's dependent on each skill.
General knowledge. Answering a question within your field has a DC of 10. For really easy, 15 for basic, 20 to 30 for really tough questions.
I thought this was a whole section on knowledge
check doesn't
untrained, but it's a section on knowledge unchained.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
That's Oh man, what's it called? Like one of those supplemental.
Yeah, it's a supplement that
Packs.
increases the
So yeah,
power and stuff.
I don't think it's possible for me even to make a guess because I don't have it trained. But yeah, I'll get the schools that are associated with it.
Yeah, it just says you can't make one unless if the check's higher than 10. So that is how it works with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use a library. That limit's removed. You
All
can
right.
start
So
Book in my pack.
with the third round, you get the strength and the location of each aura, and yeah, you got that. So you can't do that. So yeah, I mean it's the door and it's strong. If the aura emanates from magic, you can attempt to identify its properties. That's spellcraft.
You get like libraries on the go. What bags of holding?
Yeah.
Because isn't it like you think of the book, the item? That's how we retrieve them. Right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be difficult.
Need to get
Okay.
one of those shelter spells that just
Anything
comes
else for
equipped.
you, Rohan?
No. If I
You gonna open it?
next round I will. So yeah, just so I know it's strong. I know it could potentially be dangerous, but Graham took longer than 3 rounds to get here, so I just open it next round.
All right, so Fenrith starts heading back to join the others, Graham, and it's your turn.
I'm a very impatient ranger.
Graham, I'm going to give you to the count of 18. Yeah, so I'll move back to join. I'm just going to take the required movement to get back to that other chest, so 120 feet. Put me about right there. And that's it for me.
All right, and Casimir?
I will step 15 feet back away from Rohan.
Okay.
Not because I've opened it yet, but because I'm looking like I might.
And that'll be my turn.
All right, Rohan.
Did you get ranks on disable device?
I don't think so.
Well, I thought you had trained open lock with some of your extra skill points. Wouldn't those be rolled into disable device in the changeover?
I guess it would have been. And I have 1 rank in disable device.
That's enough to make it where you can...
I can do this.
Yeah.
It's harder
I'll
than
try
you
and
think,
open it.
You're
You're going to try and open the door?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's locked. So you can see the handles there, and you can reach them. You know, you got to reach pretty high, but
He's got 2 arrows.
they don't turn.
All right. Yeah, I'll tell Graham that it's locked. We need to get this door open.
Okay.
These are my nightmares. There's a locked door over here, Graham. There's a chest over here, Graham. No. I'll not be spoken of in the past tense. My favorite squall quote.
And then
Final Fantasy VIII.
Fenrith moves closer in there, and Graham, that brings us to you.
Dude, I just always like the fact that he basically walked into a room where a conversation was already being held, declared such a thing, and then stormed out.
All right, I'll walk up to Rohan and see if I can open this door with style. I guess I'm taking it on faith that you cleared it for traps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna do acrobatics. That's not gonna work. That would be the style part. What the heck's going on?
Well, you did see Casimir take the required steps back.
Yeah, there's a lot of cringe. We playing Final Fantasy VII a little while ago. I think the translation must be really bad on that because I thought I was not smart enough to follow the story really in that one, but I'm still like, I don't know, when does this come together?
Yeah, that was a game that really didn't come together till about midway through
Maybe that's the problem.
game.
Well, then they throw the other stuff at you after that point, kind of like a random curveball.
Okay, Graham. So you go to that door, and without checking for traps, you try to open the lock, and you are successful.
Okay.
Well, that mid-game shift of the storyline happens in almost every single Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, I'll hold my hand out to Rohan as if to imply after you, good sir.
And then run away.
Mm-hmm. Now I gotta run to the other chest.
And then cover your head as I step through and explode.
Yeah, so it does swing open, and you're looking into a a very dark tunnel. It's pretty wide too, like wider than the ones you've been coming down, and seems to travel straight for as far as you can see.
Okay.
But so Graham, you wanted to go to the other chest, is what you said?
Yeah, if it's my turn again. Otherwise, I think my actions are all spent for.
Well, is anybody else going to do something else before Graham gets to that chest?
I was just going to move the lights down the hallway and start taking a look that way.
All right. So yeah, you can order the lights to head down that tunnel there, and let me get this.
Did you use all your flaming arrows yet, Justin?
I think that they got dispelled when we got pulled into the other realm, so I haven't been using them.
Yeah, so I guess that's what I'll do is move up to Rohan at some point and recast that on him.
I'll reset that.
Okay. Yeah, so you send that token on down, and as far as you send it down, you just see more tunnel.
Okay.
And then you're casting something on Rohan, fire arrows.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's target Rohan here. I'll use a swift action to negate the whatchamacallit. And there you go. Did it actually affect you? Yeah.
Yep.
Flame arrow. Nice. And that's my turn.
All right, Graham, let's do this chest.
Okay, I'll check it for the traps first.
No traps.
Then I'll kick it open.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you'll have to pick the lock.
Flame arrow tuck. Giving me flashbacks to this morning where James shot all my flame and ice arrows and my ancient arrow out.
Ouch.
And I'm like, what did you shoot them at? And he said, the grass. I'm real sorry, Dad. I like it though. It's basically like he's making it difficult. The game is really hard if your resources are limited.
And you have someone just randomly destroying them.
He creates he's a scenario generator. Dad, beat Hinox with
like
4 nearly broken weapons and 11 arrows.
Yeah, like in Skyrim, I had to download a mod to make me drop weapons. I could have just had a kid.
Just had a kid. Which one's harder?
In the kind of that mod, it was probably harder to install that dang mod.
To get a mod is usually not bad. It's my experience, it was the multiple mod juggle to get it to work.
Oh.
This would be perfect if it didn't crash.
Then figuring out load order.
Right. Yeah, I think I was paired back to like a random alternate start one and Frostfall, and then I try to add more from there, but that was always my starting point.
Yeah, that's a good starting point.
I never really got into the, I suppose the high level ones where you get like different skeletons or something, basically, so they can. Because I'd see people's pictures and I'm like, oh, that looks great.
Yeah, they got it down fairly easy in the modern era.
Yeah,
it used to be kind of difficult. I'd go for the ones you just named, Hunterborn, which added more hunting type stuff, skinning, and then
all right. So did you want this inventory in Fenrith's bags again?
Yeah, I'll.
All right. So in this in this chest, you find 7 items. So let me.
Do you need a percentile roll or anything again?
No, that's okay.
He's done with your percentile rolls.
He also spent all our rupees on several sets of.
You find a pair of
clothes.
Like slippers.
Give him the fallen.
A rod. This a red like forearm length metal rod of some sort that you find there. Then a belt.
That's good.
It's a narrow cloth belt with a silver buckle in the shape of 4 rings.
Don't think I have a belt.
And a armband. This is a bronze armband. A set of bronze armbands engraved with bull's horns. And then you find a belt, another belt. This belt is a leather with a platinum buckle set with 3 black pearls on it. And then you find what looks to be either a headband or a
Choker.
Yeah, it's like a headband or a scarf, maybe. But anyway, you find that. And then you find, so then you find a pair of boots as well. These boots are heavy leather boots with thick copper bands just above the ankle. And so that's what you find in there. Put it all into Fenrith's inventory. And then anything else anyone wants to do before we go to the next instance?
I don't think so. Not all offer if...
I mean, there was the whole southern part that you guys never went to. You never explored, so...
I'll gauge Casimir's mood. Does it look like he's in a hurry?
Always.
All right, let's head up north.
All right, is this feeling like a good general direction?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'll cast Detect Magic on myself so I can help try to avoid any traps. And that'll be the last thing I want to do before we start heading in.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing else for me.
All right, so you all head in through those doors and down a long, smooth, wide tunnel that goes on for a few hundred feet, and then finally you reach another chamber. And so we'll put you on that map there.
Plus, we could have had Fenrith heal us a little bit, but
He's like NASA from The Simpsons. All of the various gadgets aren't for monitoring spaceships. It's for monitoring like ratings. And so he doesn't have any spells for healing. Just spells for dealing damage and monitoring.
No, he can heal you guys on the way. Let me
just making jokes at his expense while he's not here.
be Rohan and Graham. He can heal.
yeah,
you
just
guys.
like one cure light wounds would get me most of the way back.
It's just all blade barriers, maximize blade barrier. Right? Like,
Yeah.
to fill every spell slot.
And
Is there a way to fill lower spell slots with the higher level spell?
that'd be
Yeah.
But
I think he'll just use his channel energy because that'll.
Okay.
and like it works for good paladins. Like you should, or not paladins, but clerics.
Right,
You should probably
really
do that.
prepare.
Yeah, because you just spontaneously do it. But
Well, didn't they get rid of that? I thought they replaced it with that channel
Oh,
energy
maybe
in
they
this
did.
one.
Yeah, I remember how difficult it was to plan for that the druid as the healer in Brandon's previous D&D.
mm-hmm.
It's like, holy moly. I guess I'll just prepare all healing spells and then I'll spontaneously
still has
cast Summon Nature's Ally.
Yeah, I can lose any prepared spell that is not domain spell in order to cast any cure spell at the same level. Okay.
It's kind of too bad that neutral clerics, I don't know if they have to do it in this one, but in 3.5 where they have to choose, I think it would have been better if they didn't and they could just spontaneously on
do
the
one or
fly.
the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean,
Maybe
you
make
definitely
it
have
by
that
the
happen
day.
with or you could put like some feature that being strongly aligned benefits the cleric, but since you're not strongly aligned, you lose that, but you gain being able to spontaneously do
Yeah, so
one or
he'll
the other.
heal up all but 4 of your wounds there with that usage of that. And then let me put you all on the map here, this new map.
Maybe have any of the bonuses that you would get from caster level. So like 1d8 plus
Right.
whatever would be halved.
Because you're a lukewarm cleric.
Yeah. I can't help it. My god's lukewarm. They should just, instead of positive energy and negative energy, they should just have an indifferent energy.
Gray energy.
Would it be possible to have worshippers of a deity of apathy?
Yeah.
Or would they be so apathetic that they just don't care
Well, you
about
can't
worshiping?
worship if you're apathetic.
Yeah, exactly. Is
But
is
I
that
guess you could. The contradiction would be...
Yeah, that's one of those weird things.
It'd be like how punk rockers are nihilists, but they go to punk rock concerts and get really into it. It's like, how can you do that if you're a nihilist, right?
Yeah.
But
Or
yeah,
would it be like going to like a
Here's
gothic concert where everyone just stands
Same
in the,
sort- yeah,
in
same
the-
thing. I guess
in the
that would
crowd
be
and just
like a-
stares at it.
the thing is if they ever were able to get themselves to pray to the god, the god would most likely not respond with
sure.
spells, right? So they would essentially just be like crappy warriors, fighters.
Well, gotta take care of it myself.
Yeah. And then that's if they could muster up the the will to even fight.
Yeah.
I always miss their prayer time.
I need to find that religion.
Because like isn't that
that's just
essentially
like your 20-something guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that almost like the gator totem in Shadowrun? Aren't they just kind of lazy? And I think gators might be a little bit
I think
greedy.
they have like a little bit of a violent streak to them, though.
Yeah, I
Gator
think so.
totem?
Gator.
Gator.
Yeah.
I think that there's a gator. There's one of those where it's like they kind of just want to eat and be lazy.
Yeah. Yeah, if there's a religion like that, I could say I am extremely religious. I follow the plan and the path to a T by not caring about anything.
All right.
They're going to give me a list. No. But no details. Gator was in Shadowrun 2 initially, and then the subsequent editions. Which book was it in?
3rd edition main rulebook is the one I swear I remember reading it from.
Yeah, no, it's in the main rulebook for 3rd edition. Doesn't look like it made it to 4th.
Well, they kind of changed it because they switched over to, was it like Guardian Spirit? Is that the term?
Oh, the mentor spirits.
Mentor.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So you would pick a mentor spirit that...
But they still had, like, I can't remember, I think it was bonus dice for, like, casting particular sets of spells. Like, plus
usually.
2 to heal.
Yeah,
Which is
5th edition, the Gator one, the Gator Mentor Spirit was +2 to Intimidation, +2 to Conjuring.
Right. But 2 dice is far less of an impact than it would have been in older editions.
Gator.
All right, so as you're moving along this tunnel, you reach a point where you see that it ends and opens up into a larger cavern. So what would be your marching order here to enter this space?
I'm in the rear usually.
Yeah, I'll be up at the
Rohan.
front. Graham will probably be right behind me with Fenrith right behind him, since we've kind of given up on the whole stealth scouting.
Okay, and then Rohan and Graham with Rohan.
Yeah. Are we technically in a dungeon where you would take the lead, or?
It looks natural to me, but then this was a smooth bore. I don't know what the rest of this place looks like yet.
Yeah.
All right, so let me share the map with y'all.
But I think the duo thing was you're detecting magic and then I'm spotting for physical traps. I have to look at a list of DCs for Pathfinder, though. It might not be as hard as it used to be.
So let's see. So let's make sure that Casimir has the vision.
Because I think, like that chain lightning one, I had like a 10% chance of spotting it. And I had max ranks, right? I mean, I guess there's some things I could have done too. Picked up feats that added to open or search.
So y'all see the map now?
Yep.
All right. And then, Rohan, how long does Dancing Lights last? It would. Let me.
I closed it. So just a second.
Let's see. 1 minute. Period. Just 1 minute. So it'd be gone by now.
Okay.
So anyway, so you guys reach the end of this tunnel here, and now you see that it does widen out into a larger area.
Okay.
And then, so I've got Rohan in the lead here. So you guys go ahead and tell me what you want to do.
Well, do we see any magical auras right ahead of us?
You see 60 feet. Yes, you do. And I'll put it on the map to show you where it is. 1 second.
Okay. And when that comes into view, I'll wave Casimir forward to see if he can determine what it is before we go charging into another dance fest.
I can't even see what you're talking about yet.
Oh, he hasn't put it on the map yet, I don't think.
All right. So those of you, what is that? Rohan and Fenrith with detect magic. You're not detecting any magical auras, Casimir. Sorry, you're not detecting any magical auras.
All right.
You can see some lights up ahead, some dim light further ahead, but no magical auras.
All right. Sounds like it's time to charge in recklessly. So yeah,
Well, I guess
continue moving forward.
Yeah.
All right. So Graham, are you gonna let Rohan go first?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll put-
I'm right by him. I mean, as much as we can stay side by side
Just kidney punch him.
in a round-based system. But I'm looking at the ground, looking for physical traps while he's. I mean, if I can spot a magic trap, that's great. But
Okay.
that's what his detect is for.
All right, Rohan, your move. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll move. Well, I'll just move 10 feet into that room, 15 feet into that room, and try and gain my bearings.
All right. So moving in here, you can see that as you step in, that persistent mist or fog or whatever it is just disappears. But you are in a large chamber. You can't. I mean, you can see what your character can see there, so you can't tell. I mean, the ceiling and the walls are unseen at this point.
All right. Yeah, I'll spend my other action to put in dancing lights just right about there, just at the edge of my vision.
Okay.
I really like in Pathfinder that they made the cantrips free.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to cast a light every round?
Well, with dancing lights, if I cast one every round, it just makes the other one disappear.
But
So it's not a super powerful one, but it gives me a little bit of vision range with for my shots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a couple things that I liked. Like I have the make noise one,
Mhm.
and then I can make it quiet or silent spells. So I can.
Yeah.
But it never works because all illusion spells end up like that one on D&D, the movie one where you just.
Yeah,
That was so funny.
I've watched that movie with my
Kinda
nieces
freaked me
3
out.
times, and that is their favorite part every single time.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I liked about it. It was like the comedy of the situation combined with like a funny game glitch type effect. You know, that's that was like pretty neat.
Although it still bothers me that there was like the hole that they show him get his foot stuck in.
Yeah.
Looks like you would have to purposefully jam your foot down into it in order for your foot to get stuck.
Oh, what? I could pull my foot out of there. Come on.
Well, no, it's not that you could pull your foot out. It's that how did he get his foot in there? Because it's like a vertical drop, the exact same shape as the foot as the front half of his shoe, and he manages to get the entire front half of his shoe stuck.
Well, they set up the scene, and then he was like, "Go."
So there's your dancing light up there.
All right. So yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, so that light illuminates that there's some rubble up ahead, some large stone rubble. And then Casimir, that'll bring us to you. Or I mean Graham, sorry, Graham. Okay. Yeah.
All right, so keep pace here with Rohan with a move action, and I'll cast about on the ground around us for any threats.
Okay.
I'll roll a search perception, ongoing perceiving.
Want the lens?
All right.
+5.
Is it?
So you're casting about, but you don't see any signs of danger or hear any signs of danger. And then Casimir.
I'll move up to there, and I guess I'll just have
You go away, cat.
I'll just keep kind of casting about with detect magic in whatever direction I don't think Rohan's looking. Just kind of making sure.
All right.
It's my turn.
And then Fenrith will just keep pace with you guys.
Making some redundancy into our checks.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
All right, Rohan.
All right, so it kind of looks like there's a little bit of a path through the rubble this way. So I'll move my lights to the other side as I move up to where it looks like that there's a path through.
Yeah, I mean, it would be in this area rough terrain, but you could definitely get through there.
Okay.
How rough? Like half movement?
Yeah.
So we still have our speed boost, right?
Yeah, right now you still have it.
Okay, so I'll move through there and get my lights to about here.
Watch those choke points.
Yeah, so up ahead, Rohan, you can see that there's a rounded staircase and then some definitely crafted pedestal at the top of those stairs.
I'll kind of call back over my shoulder. Casimir, is this what we're looking for?
Graham.
Okay, keep pace. I lost sight of him, though.
Yeah, you saw he went
Through
this
there.
way.
Ah, there you are. Rohan?
Yeah, so you
Graham.
get to there and you can see that there's like this triangularly shaped pedestal up these large steps up ahead. And then Casimir.
All right. I will move. All right, that's 40, 10. I think I can move to there with my remaining movement. And then I'll just keep casting about.
Okay. Yeah, so you see up ahead there's a rounded staircase with that pedestal up there that it does have a dim light emanating from it.
Oh, yeah, and that's right. Rohan asked if this is it.
Yeah.
I seem to remember it being a coffin that I'm looking for. Am I getting any feelings from this, or?
You definitely feel like you're going the right way.
Well, we're going the right way, Rohan, but...
And then Rohan, sorry.
Okay. So, still detecting magic. I'll do my one move action to here. Move my lights to there.
Go stand on it.
So it looks like... Am I supposed to see a light up in this? Or
Yep.
I guess that's mine up to the top, right?
Yeah, you do. You can see some lights coming from that direction as well.
Okay. Metagaming off of Octavian's grand destruction while standing on a pedestal to slay the final beast, I'm going to completely skirt that pedestal and head towards that light I see off in the distance.
He designed us to stand on it just to get back at...
Dude,
Well, then you need to get up there and check for traps.
didn't that mess up most of us, too?
Well,
Or was it just
most
him?
of us were dropped during that battle,
Yeah.
but like he stepped up onto the pedestal because
Got hit by all 5 elements or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it had like some proximity where the further away you were, the less it did,
Yeah.
or something like that.
All right,
Yeah.
Graham, that makes it your turn.
Well, curiosity has always led me on the right path. So I'll walk up to the bottom of those steps and take a look at it, wondering how in the world Rohan had trained his willpower so well.
So when you're looking up at that, whatever that pedestal is, you can see that it's like 10 feet high off of the ground up there. And it's either made out of an extraordinarily smooth stone or some kind of metal. And there's a light coming from the top of it.
Okay. And it's the only one up there?
It's the only one you can see here.
I see. Must be nothing. So I'll continue on after Rohan.
All right.
But as my feet brush the step.
You're like the sorcerer in the D&D movie. You just casually put your foot on the trap.
Okay, Casimir.
All right. I'll move to there.
Okay. So yeah, you make it up to here and you can see what I've described, but you are definitely feeling a very strong pull towards the that pedestal, that direction anyways.
All right. Yeah, I'll say, I don't know if it's the pedestal, but this way seems to be where I'm being drawn and point towards it.
Okay. Wait. Over the top of the pedestal or kind of the direct?
It's very vague, Rohan.
Okay.
That said, you can continue the direction you're going. Check it out if you don't want to be here when I ignite.
Rohan, your move.
Well, like I had glimpsed some lights a little bit farther on. Can I get over the... is this a barrier here just to the north of me? Or is it just more rubble?
Well, there is a little bit of rubble, but it's also like a wall
Okay.
that's like 20 feet high, but there's like rubble at the foot of it.
Okay. And how high is the ceiling here?
You can't see it.
All right. I will
So pretty high.
activate my armor to fly to the top of that wall.
Okay. Yeah, so you get up to the top of that wall here, and, you can see more of the, like off to the northeast, you can see another dim light emanating from a triangular pedestal of sorts.
Okay. Yeah, I'll call back down. There are a lot more of these pedestals up north here, or this direction, but I think it might be safe to cross the pedestal area.
Okay. And then Graham?
Well, I can't follow Rohan there.
Just throw a dagger after him.
Right. So I will just go hang out by Casimir.
Okay.
Which
And
way
then-
is it again?
And then you also,
Yeah.
all of you you felt that effect that you had been under dissipate.
Does the world look a little less colorful now?
Yeah, everything's a darker shade of gray. It does feel exactly like that. It feels, sort of depressing to have
Gotta get
lost.
some more of that no magic.
Gnomish go juice.
We'll find we have aged 10 years, though. That's the downside.
Oh, we're
Dr.
elves. That's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Dr. Flanagan's Miracle Cream.
Yeah, so Graham goes over by Casimir. Casimir, your turn.
All right. I will walk up towards the pedestal.
Yeah, so you get up those steps there, and now you're standing at the base of that pedestal, and you can see there's another one that doesn't have a glow, just to the north here, but set into the floor, not raised up like this one. This one's like 20 feet high, the one that you're standing by.
Am I being drawn further off in the direction I went, or is it?
No, I mean, it feels to you like you're being drawn right here.
All right. I will begin investigating the pedestal itself then. Like Arcana or Spellcraft, perhaps? I don't know. See if there's...
Well, you got detect magic. You're not detecting any.
All right.
But and looking at it, you can tell that up this close, it's made of the same material as your trident. It's adamantine. But there are handles. There are handholds set in it that could be used to climb up to the top of it.
All right. What was it? I went 30, I think.
Yeah, 35.
All right, 35. So I'll go. I'll start climbing. I have.
Okay.
I said, it'd only be 5 feet.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so you can start climbing up there. And Fenrith will move up here with you and Rohan.
All right, so I'll drop back down on the other side. I lost my... And I keep losing my token where it's going. I'll start moving around to the other side of the platform because it seemed like they were going to cross it, and I'll meet them on the other side.
Okay.
But yeah, anytime I take my token more than like 20 feet, it will randomly disappear.
So say that again, your light token?
Oh, I don't know what happened to my light token, but no, anytime I was trying to move my character, I'd move it 20 feet, and then when it tried to cross into 25, it would just disappear. Like the movable token thing.
Yeah, that's a good question. Where did your light token go?
Am I standing right on it? Yeah.
No.
Thought it was up over here. Oh, I see it. It's on the rock.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so yeah, where did you want your light token to be?
Put that up north here, and yeah, I'll move me to there. Or I
Okay.
guess no, I can still get that far if I'm kind of floating down.
Okay, so you move your light token over there and you step this way and you see that there's these like channels in the set into the floor, made of adamantine. You're not sure what their purpose is, but you can definitely see that they're there.
And I have to bleed yourself a little bit, fill up the channels.
We haven't seen any movies like that, so
And everybody
You don't gotta see movies. That's just common sense.
everybody do a perception for me.
you see a channel, you have to slit your wrists and fill it up with blood.
Yeah.
That's why I stay away from canals and such.
It takes a lot to fill up a canal.
I say every time I cross the gutter, I'm breaking that rule. Oh, sorry, in the tower.
Yeah, you gotta make sure all the grouting in your bathroom's done pretty good. Oh.
Dang it.
Yeah. That would go through construction workers pretty fast, and because as soon as they set the tile, they're obligated.
Yeah.
Well, answer me this. Have you ever seen the same construction worker twice?
Yeah.
When?
When I worked construction.
You never worked construction. You just told us you did.
Well, no, I think it speaks more to what actually happened because he's here. Where are they?
Oh, yeah.
That's true, yeah.
I think he was a destructive cult leader, which
Right.
most construction workers belong to.
Justin, you're going to have to get down there and fill those channels up with your blood. And he's like,
Can I borrow
Okay, great.
their help?
All right, let's,
Quick trip to the Home Depot.
All right. So, with that perception, now you've all started to hear a sound coming from somewhere in this area that you're in, and it's like the sound of dozens of voices, groaning, mumbling, something like that.
We got chanting, guys. This ain't good.
Now it's like like a massive swarm of bees, except for the sound they're making gets just close enough to words that it it sounds like a jumble of voices all whispering and mumbling and groaning together.
okay, well, I'll move up and give this pedestal my full attention. Look at it closely while you're currently climbing it, Casimir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, that's a pedestal. And that'll take up my turn.
Casimir.
All right. I will finish climbing, and then I guess I'll drop detect magic and maybe check out the surrounding area or this pedestal that I'm standing on.
Yeah.
Maybe see if there's anything particularly special about it now that I'm on top of it.
So when you get to the top of it, you feel that it gives it has a little bit of a vibration to it, a little bit of a shake to it, and let me see this. There it is. Okay, adventure. Right, and then then Casimir, the soul of Tarcellus, wherever you have it, in your pocket or your pack or wherever, it starts to vibrate as well.
Resonate.
Yeah, and then that's just for a couple brief seconds, and then you see a bright flare of light shoot up from the top of this pedestal and over you, straight up to the ceiling, which you can then see when it's illuminated for a brief moment. It's about 100 feet up. But at the same time, other lights appear, and I'll put those on here. So these square sections at the end of those channels, all red light starts to emanate from them, which illuminates enough for you to see that there's a massive statue up ahead. So that's what happens to you.
All right.
And that's where your attention is drawn. And so that'll be your turn. And then Fenrith is going to move up to here. And Rohan.
So I'm going to be intrigued by whatever this thing is at the base of these channels. So I'll kind of move over. Stop doing that. Over here to kind of examine what that thing is. And as I walk by Fenrith, I'll say, "You ever seen anything like this before?"
Okay.
As if we haven't been together on all of our adventures.
Yeah. I just picture him in pure NPC mode right now. So he's going to start talking about the weather or something like that.
Oh, pure NPC mode's the best because he becomes a mouthpiece for the game master to give us all the relevant information we need.
That's not true. That's only relevant NPCs.
Yeah, true.
He's an irrelevant NPC.
Well, he's a player that's been transformed into an NPC, which is the worst because you don't want to overwrite what the player has
Right.
done.
So
Which means his only options are to...
somebody be like, "Quick, Fenrith, make a decision," and he'll be like, "I'm just gonna stand here."
Which is kind of It's kind of weird because I kind of felt the same when I was taking over McCracken. I didn't want to overwrite his character with however I thought that,
All Cthulhu NPCs have the same endpoint.
Madness.
Death or madness.
So T's actually working pretty decently, I think, right? Like, his sanity was pretty low, though.
Yeah, I don't think you got some good rolls, I think, at the end there with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I had been a little harsher, I think he probably wouldn't even be here because he would have shot one of you guys with a shotgun.
Okay. So, so Rohan,
insane.
You go moving over this way and you say that to Fenrith. But before you actually even start moving, this area on the floor where there had been a symbol drawn on the ground, an extremely bright light begins to emanate from there, and it lights up a lot of the room. But yeah, you make it to there, and
Right.
So this pedestal that you're by, I had misled everybody earlier. It's not set into the floor, like flush with the floor. It's just like, it's like knee height.
Okay.
And, so you get there and you can see that there is some sort of energy streaking along these channels that come from it to reach the areas where the light's coming from on those squares. So,
Okay. Casimir, you have any idea what's going on?
Hey, look, I'm in love with you. I'm not the guy you want to talk to.
You're the one that brought us here.
Talk to Fenris.
I'm talking out of character now. This is voice of God reaching in through the game for you here. I'm not your guy. I don't know any puzzles or riddles.
Just draw a blank. Like when I played chess, I hear people talk about it, like, yeah, the strategies, you think multiple moves ahead, and I'm just like, what is the move that this one makes? It can go like this.
the horsey can make a L.
Mm-hmm.
I made an L. Do I win?
So that's Rohan. And then where did you want to move your light?
I'll just move it kind of over the rest of this thing so I can get a clearer look at it. So yeah, just kind of center it on the channel glyph or whatever it is.
Okay. All right.
Man, I really wish I'd put more points into religion and potentially history. I think that would,
I just covers it.
Yeah. I think religion covers planes these days too, or I forget.
I thought wasn't planes its own. Maybe religion still covers it. Though,
Maybe it is its own, and it's certain. I don't know.
Sometimes the way they break up the categories is a little odd to my mind, but what can you do?
All right. And then that'll bring us to Graham.
Yeah, so I will continue to move up. I'll take a look at this device that Fenrith is standing next to. It's one of those pointed seats, the medieval torture device you sit on. That makes the blood come out, feels the channels.
Yeah, because good gods. They like to be reincarnated through such means.
Yeah, they have planes as its own still.
All right. Yeah. So you move up to here.
Ecclesiastic tradition.
And then anything else for you, Graham?
That ought to do it. Nothing striking. I guess a bunch of eyes have already looked at it, so.
All right. And then Casimir, as you're looking out over there, you see something important somewhere. If I can find the darn thing.
The Judas cradle.
I don't know where it went.
Dude.
What was that one? Was it good old Para Anguish? Not a fun one. I think that's what it was called.
There it is. Yeah, so Casimir, you see, everybody who's looking this way sees at the base of that, or right in front of that statue, a doorway appears. Actually, sorry, only Casimir sees this.
Okay.
You'll all see it, but only Casimir sees it. And so it's your move.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's cancel that move real quick. So yeah, I'll say a doorway has opened. That 40. Yeah, we'll double move. I'll hop down off the the pistol and start kind of moving towards it.
Okay.
Double move. That's my turn.
Yeah, so he starts heading off this way. None of the rest of you see any doorway, but he is moving in that direction. And then...
I really like the idea that this is the wrong god and it's going to steal his soul. I keep forgetting to check and verify what the statue is.
That's so Fenrith.
Well, you don't need to check until you're about to step through the door.
You just got baby head during religion training.
Yeah.
So boring.
Well, I mean, come on. It was a crash course. Like, the guy appeared for a split second and then had me push a golden orb down a hallway full of traps.
Rohan.
Religion is not
All right,
for
so
me.
Hearing Casimir say that, I'll follow him. Are you staring at where the door is?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, yeah. And I'll be kind of looking in that direction and say, I don't see anything, Casimir. But yeah, I'll just be following him because he seems to know what's going on.
Graham.
Yeah, I will also follow into the door. He's put up with some crazy stuff I did. The least I can do. Although I don't see a door.
All right, Casimir.
All right. Is this a statue of Tarcellus before I go? Okay.
Yep.
Just making sure. So there's one movement, and I'll stop there and give it a quick check. I guess I'll have to do that on my next turn, but just kind of look at it.
Okay. Yeah, so when you look through that door, you're seeing a long natural tunnel.
Okay.
And at the very end of it, you think you see like a coffin on a stone shelf, maybe.
All right. Yeah. I think I might see a coffin.
Yeah, and the orb of Tarcellus is like bouncing around and vibrating and almost pulling at you. And then so Fenrith is going to keep pace with you guys. Rohan.
All right. Yeah, I'll move up to the base here. Sorry, I tried to grab Graham there. And you're like, well, do we follow?
Yep.
But yeah, that's all I can do now that I'm not super speeded.
Graham.
I will follow. Double move. Right, gonna be right here for the divine blast of reawakened god.
I see 2 Grahams. I'm losing my mind.
Casimir.
All right. I will double move in
I got
past the door if I'm able to, and I'll have the Soul of Tarcellus. I'll ready that as part of the first move action.
Okay.
I guess I'll drop the Staff of Power before I go in, and so that way I have one hand free. You can pick that up, Graham.
All right. So
too heavy.
you all watch Casimir step forward into, essentially into the statue. I mean, that's the direction he's going, but then he just winks out of existence.
This happens a lot to me. It'll cause an existential crisis at some point.
Beats the heck out of traveling a long distance to do a quest. Just get you there.
So yeah, Casimir, you step forward, and then it feels, it feels sort of like you're undergoing spaghettification, because like you stop, you lose the sensation of moving, but some parts of you feel like they are being stretched, and then, like a rubber band being released, you shoot forward and everything goes white. And then, so for the rest of you, he's disappeared. And as that happens, that noise you had heard earlier, now it becomes like, it's like something was keeping it quiet, but that's gone now. And now you hear this cacophonous jumble of groans and moans and shrieks as a horde of what looks to be ghouls or zombies comes rushing toward you all from around the back of that statue. So it's dozens and dozens all clumped together, just like a swarm, if that helps you put it into perspective, except for that they're human-sized. But they come, and then another one comes rushing around the other side of that statue. And like they're almost like water, the way that they funnel through the tight spaces. But they come rushing towards you there. And then that's all you see for now. And that's where we'll have to call an end to it for today. And we'll pick it back up there next week.
All right, man.
All right,
See
thanks,
how
man.
you all fare against
A swarm.
the zombie horde.
Thank you,
Nice.
Brandon.
Thanks, B.
Yeah.
This has been a Death Watch production. Thank you for listening.